Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have an exciting topic to discuss today, which I know you guys will be very interested in, and it is top tips for anyone who is starting a home renovation. So whether you're planning on small projects or a complete overhaul, I wanted to share our top 10 renovation tips that we have learned along the way that will hopefully help you guys create your dream home. If you guys like home improvement content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos. But let's dive straight in to the tips. Tip number 1 is plan ahead. Before you pick up a hammer or anything, make sure you have taken the time to thoroughly plan through your renovation project. Start by setting clear goals and priorities. What exactly do you want to achieve in your renovation project? Make sure you make a list of everything that needs to be done and set yourself a realistic budget. Trust me, proper planning will save you a lot of headaches, time, and money further down the line. For our renovation project, what we did is we created a spreadsheet and we actually just listed out everything that we wanted to do and set budgets against them. So we knew off the bat how much we wanted to spend and where we wanted to spend it. Moving on to tip number 2, research and inspiration. Getting inspired and creating an overall design theme, even if it's pretty rough, is honestly really helpful. There are literally so many ways that you could do this. You could look through magazines, watch YouTube videos, visit certain home improvement websites, whatever it is that kind of gets you inspired and helps you resonate with whatever your design style is. For me personally, Pinterest and Instagram were my best friends during this stage. What I did was kind of like go on Pinterest and just start pinning anything that kind of really grabs your attention and you instantly have that kind of like spark of joy, like absolutely love that. Just start pinning stuff and collecting ideas. From there, you'll be able to see certain patterns form in terms of design elements, core color schemes, layouts, anything that really catches your eye. Getting an early idea of this design theme will honestly help guide you through the rest of your renovation journey. Tip number 3 is mock it up. Pinterest is great and all, but when you're pulling several ideas and styles together, it can become quite difficult to visualize the space as a whole. Now, the good news is you don't have to be a designer to create good mock-ups. There are a couple of different tools that I use which are beginner friendly and they're free to help get you started. So the first one is Milanote. With Milanote, you can create mood boards quickly and easily, pull all of your ideas into one space. You can also annotate your mood boards too, so whether you want to leave notes about certain ideas that you have or link out to certain products that you want to purchase further on, you can really easily do that as well. The second tool is 𝐤𝐻OM. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but this is a great tool to create floor plans because you can create floor plans that are to scale from scratch, and even better, you can turn them into 3D designs. With 𝐤𝐻OM, you can drag in different kind of furniture pieces, have everything to scale, and see what the room is going to look like in 3D with certain design elements added to it. You can also render out really high quality visuals of the room as well. The renders that you can save out are honestly like professional quality. They look so good, and it's also a really easy way to get everything that's in your head, put it in one kind of space, create a render, and even share it with your contractor or whoever you want to kind of communicate the look that you're going after. Next up, tip number 4 is keep track of your spending. So like I said before, when we first bought the home, we created a spreadsheet where we itemized different projects and things that we would need to tackle, and we set budgeting against each item. Not only did we use this spreadsheet to budget how much we wanted to spend in different rooms and areas, but we could also keep track of our spending along the way and make sure we were sticking to our budget. It's easy to keep track of all of the really big spends, but what catches you off guard are all the really small, frequent transactions, all the trips to B&Q, Screwfix. They honestly all add up really quickly. That's one thing that definitely caught us off guard, is how much those little spends all amount up to. So make sure you keep track of them, because trust me, they add up. By keeping track of your budget on a monthly basis, it means that you know if you have gone over budget in a certain area. It also means that if you have gone over budget in a certain area, then you can go back to the spreadsheet, revisit the numbers, tweak different areas, and see where you can save in areas to kind of compensate where you have overspent, but hopefully you won't. Coming in at tip number 5 is hiring professionals. While DIY projects can be fun and they can also be very rewarding, there are definitely a lot of things that do require professional attention. Hiring contractors obviously means that the job is getting done professionally, efficiently, and it's all going to be safe. At the end of the day, professionals obviously bring a knowledge of wealth that us humble DIYers, we do not have. We did take on a lot of DIY projects ourselves in this house, but we did make sure that we allowed budget to have professionals come in and do certain jobs. For example, gas, plumbing, electrics were all done by professional contractors. We made sure that we had our bathroom fitted by a professional as well. Now let's talk about tip number 6, which is book big jobs in advance. We were definitely victim to this several times. Good tradespeople are really hard to come by and they get booked up really quickly for obvious reasons. It's worth getting quotes for big jobs done earlier on. Find the people that you want to work with and get them booked in. You can always adjust the dates closer to the time. We have found that all of our contractors are actually really flexible with that. Things happen, you know, jobs run on, or they might have cancellations. So you can kind of like tweak the dates. They're not set in stone, but getting that kind of like initial commitment of finding someone to do the job and kind of penciling in a date will save you so much time. The things in particular that we wish that we had booked in earlier was having all of our windows and doors fitted. We did, to be fair, get quotes pretty early on for that, but we underestimated how much time it would take to actually fabricate everything, and also plumbers for our bathrooms. So our bathroom and our ensuite, we struggled to get people in to do those. So yeah, plumbers seem to be in very high demand in our area. So getting those penciled in really early on would be helpful as well. Tip 7 is form versus function. Now, it is very easy to get carried away with the idea of what everything is gonna look like once the renovation is finished. That's the fun part, but don't forget function. If possible, try living in the space first. See what works for you, see what doesn't, and you can let that inform how you redesign your home. It could be really, really small things like where your kitchen bin is located, or it could be bigger, more structural changes. But the way that you move through your house and how you execute daily tasks is one of the biggest influences on how you design the space. Now let's talk about tip number 8, which is don't spend more than the house is worth. Now this can be a little bit of a tricky one because it does kind of depend on whether you're renovating for a profit or whether you're renovating to create your forever home. When I say don't spend more than the house is worth, I don't mean don't go over your budget. What I do mean is how much value can you add to the property? How much do you need to spend to get it to that? And how much would it be worth once it's all done? Renovating is really, really hard. And even if it is your forever home, you want to make sure that the investment that you're making, the time, the money, the effort, you want to make sure that you are going to be getting a return on that. Tip number 9 is flexibility and patience. Two things that I very much struggled with throughout our renovation. Home renovations can often be unpredictable and they always take longer than you think they will. Delays, unexpected expenses, setbacks, these are all very much just part of the process. It's just really important to stay flexible and patient throughout the whole process and just keep in mind that it will very much all be worth it in the end. I think we're finally at the point now that all of our challenges are kind of like distant memories, because once the house is done, you do kind of forget the stressfulness of it all. And finally, tip number 10 is have fun and enjoy the process. Home renovations can be super, super stressful, but they're also really exciting. You can use your creativity to design a space from scratch, completely make it your own. So make sure you are embracing that and enjoying the process. Make sure you take pride in all of your accomplishments and make loads of memories along the way. And that is a wrap on our top 10 renovation tips. I hope those have been helpful to inspire you or motivate you on your own home renovation projects. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will catch you guys in the next one.